So tonight I was driving and I was thinking about um, this police car that was driving next to me. It said something like crime scene investigation team or something. Um, it was it was a car that was had been built not just like as a regular police car cruiser, but as a car that had this very specific task, which was just this one task that's involved in police doing their thing, which is to analyze crime scenes. And it occurred to me that in this vast web of interacting souls, which is this life that we live here, um, in which all kinds of resources are constantly being passed around, and all kinds of work is constantly being done. People are building things, people are figuring out how to allocate resources, people are teaching other people the skills of being alive and making it all work within this network for themselves. People are cooking food for other people to eat. Anyway, in this huge network, a tremendous amount of the work that we do and the resources that we put to use are used on making sure that people um, don't don't hurt each other and don't basically create crime scenes. That's the purpose of the crime scene analysis vehicle, is to discourage people from creating crime scenes. Its purpose is to make itself not needed, in other words. Of course, it's supposed to give people the impression that if they do a crime, they're gonna get caught. There's these high level, highly trained people whose job it is to figure out that crime scene, figure out who was there, and catch them, and do all the forensics and everything else. And I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are very good at what they do. And it's important to discourage people from creating crime scenes by either shooting a person or robbing them or hurting them, etc. So it's really important to discourage people from doing that sort of thing. And it's just amazing, though, how much how much effort is required. These are people who have, that is their like specialty in life. It's analyzing crimes. They've taken all their education and all their hard work that they've done to developing an expertise so that they can do to help society. And it's all been applied to this task of analyzing crime scenes. That's amazing. There are a lot of people like that. You know, they aren't spending all their training, etc., on engineering a new bridge or um, building a road or operating like a serious piece of machinery or learning about the past, learning about the present, trying to figure out what's going to happen next, making music for people to enjoy and dance to. No, they're spending their entire like calling in life. They're applying it to discouraging people from creating crime scenes. It's amazing how much energy and resources we are devoting to that type of activity to keep our system running smoothly and making it so that as few people as possible are hurting other people. Of course, there are still people who hurt other people. Doesn't stop everyone from doing it, but I guess the idea is it stops some of it from happening. Makes it so the amount that does happen is significantly less than what it would be without it. Which I'm sure is true. It's amazing. This is what we spend. One of the things we spend a whole bunch of time and money on. I was thinking about that police car, the crime scene analysis car, which was, I'm sure they spent $50,000 on that car and everything that went into making it a crime scene analysis car. That's a lot of resources for just one of these suckers, too. Police in various cities, they must spend millions of dollars each year trying to prevent people from hurting each other and causing this whole web of sharing to collapse. from lack of trust. How nice would it be, though, if we didn't have to have that? If we could just trust each other and do right by each other. We didn't have to have the crime scene analysis vehicle to be there to encourage us not to not to hurt each other, but instead we were focused on helping each other. Instead, we were always acting in a way that was worthy of trust, even if another person maybe wasn't acting entirely the same way. There are limits to that. If you're acting too much in that way with someone who's obviously trying to take advantage of you, it will lead to you getting hurt. But some of it, I think, is good. And it's really leadership. It's the kind of leadership that we need in order to bring us to a place where we really feel that we can trust each other and work together and not always have to spend so much of our effort either looking over our own shoulder or paying somebody else to look over our shoulder for us. Someone whose job it is to look over shoulders for people. Talking about the police. We know that the police don't always do a perfect job of looking over shoulders either. Frequently, it seems, or too often, I don't know about frequently, but too often it seems they cause problems, big problems, in the process of doing this for the group. They cause people to die for no good reason because they were trying to subdue them or whatever. Maybe they didn't need to be that aggressive. Thinking of the gentleman who was selling the unlicensed cigarettes on the street corner in New York not too long ago. Or maybe they shot someone because they thought they were reaching for a gun when they weren't reaching for a gun. But if the police hadn't felt the need to be there to begin with, they wouldn't have been reaching for that gun at all. Or the police wouldn't have even been there to shoot them for looking at them, reaching for the gun. That wasn't really a gun. Yeah. If there were more trust, if there were more people just doing right by each other, we wouldn't need it. We wouldn't have to be that way. Of course, so much of what we do have, even with the police that we do have, is built on trust. The police, there's not enough of them to enforce the laws on everybody. If everybody just suddenly decided they were out to get other people, there wouldn't be enough police to prevent it from happening. Everybody just started breaking the laws like a bunch of zombies. Well, we just don't care about the laws anymore. Murder, whatever, that's fine. We'll do it. If everybody suddenly decided that and started murdering each other, there wouldn't be enough cops to stop it. It would just happen. So our society, even with the police that does have, really depends on people saying, no, I don't want to do that. Even though someone else, or maybe a bunch of somebody else's, could suddenly decide that at any time. I'm not going to do it myself just to try to protect myself from that possibility or to try to get leverage on somebody else. We're gonna act in a way that is not so negative, and that is trustworthy, even if we cannot be 100% certain that we can trust that the person next to us is not going to murder us at some time, which they could, and they do, and that happens. Still, it's this kind of leadership that we need. We need more to do. We need to do more of that to move to a kind of society where we don't have to spend these millions of dollars on police and crime scene analysis vehicles and enforcers who so often enforce the wrong thing and make a big mess and cause something beautiful to go away. To go away. It's very sad when that has to happen. We need more beauty. We want more beauty. And we'll get it. We'll get it. So it's part of this journey we're all on together. Reaching a place of unity and kindness and living to our full potential as a society, creating beautiful things together, being friends, getting along, appreciating each other, seeing the love in each other. All that good stuff.